Hi everyone, this is Persephone, and I am on the next phase of my journey. I am back in Sedona and have recently reconnected with some soul family that I originally moved here with 6.5 years ago. And in light of my past living situation, they have offered me a room to stay as of 2 nights ago, and I have a month before they move to Florida. They are going to give me all of their beautiful furniture that they're leaving behind if and when I find a new place. I've already been given job offers. I have tons of beautiful connections with the people here, and have gotten so many awesome hugs in the last 24 hours, just seeing people I haven't seen in almost a year, and people just begging me to come back and work with them, which is the best feeling. I'm not sure where I'm gonna end up doing work. I feel like I should still be doing healing work, but you know, I'll do whatever the universe wants me to do at this point, and just kind of putting feelers out. And I'm sitting at my favorite creek spot. It's a secret Sedona spot, and it's actually there's no access, quote unquote, no access to it anymore because the locals got so upset that people used to park in the neighborhood here. So I have many years of amazing memories here. I mean, deep stuff. So many trips with friends to the creek. I stayed here overnight one night, and this is my spot. So I hoofed it down the hill, and this is where I end up. I'm going to show you what this looks like on the other side here. So here is our amazing creek. This has been my sanity in the hot summers here. There's a couple spots that I go to, and there's the big rock formations. We're down kind of in a valley-ish type location, and I'll give you a 360. So as you can see, this is just heaven on earth, and my favorite spot here when I'm in Sedona. I should see if I can put links to some articles I've read and been sent recently, actually in the last day or two, about the changing energies and the changing timelines, and what a lot of us are going through as far as releasing the old paradigm again and still. But we really are in 5D, and what you think manifests almost instantly. And that's part of my lesson here, is when everyone else is having a rough time finding housing and getting settled in Sedona, it's opening me back with welcome arms. I said that backwards. Mercury's still stationary right now, or just shadow period. Let me say that again. Welcoming me back with open arms. And when I left 10 months ago, it kicked me out very strongly, and I'm starting to see why that was, and my journey all over the place. California, Puerto Rico, Portland, back to Phoenix area, and now, of course, when I came back to Phoenix area, Sedona pulled me right back. So for any of you that have lived here and or are ever planning on living here, they call it the red rubber band, and Sedona will absolutely keep pulling you back if you've been here for any length of time. And especially for those of you on your spiritual journey, this place is super high energy. People ask why that is, and why the vortex energy and all of that, and where the vortex is. There's several major ones, but it's, you know, you get on a path and you stumble on one. It's just a huge vortex energy. And the red rocks are full of iron and laced with crystals. Like when you, I don't know if I can show you a good example here, but when you walk on the red rocks, you'll see, and especially in certain places, chunks of crystal in it. So it's like a huge crystal and metal bowl that just amplifies all the energies here. And the natives will not live here because it's so high energy. They come here for maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of healing, and then they'll leave and come back in a year or 5 years or whatever they do. But they don't stay. And there's a couple hawks flying overhead. Let me see if I can get this in a shot. I don't know if you can see, but they're up there. And I've had hawks all around lately. Of course, they're in the southwest, but they've been very prevalent. And also, I had a raven wake me up today. I have a beautiful, huge skylight in the room, gorgeous room that I'm in now, in the bed that they're giving me. And I went from sleeping on a cot type bed for the last 5 months to being given a huge queen bed and all this furniture, and it's how the universe works. And the raven, when I was feeling the urge to and the push to get out of bed today, so I've just been exhausted with all of the stuff that's going on and the energies. Huge raven perched up top above the skylight and was squawking at me. So I was like, okay, I'll get out of bed. And then it took off. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. And I was talking about the Sedona energies. I think I finished what I was saying there. But I say that when people come here, if you're here for 3 or 4 days, you leave glowing. And the first time I was here and then I went back to San Francisco to my job, everyone stopped and turned around and said, I'll have what she's having, because apparently I was just glowing and got a good recharge. If you stay for about a week, people have what I call the Sedona pop, because this place will squeeze everything that's inside of you that you're not dealing with right out of you. And people will intermittently, in the restaurant where I was working before, they would come in and report, why am I crying today? I'm like, how long have you been here? A week. I'm like, yeah. Or friends that have come to visit, they have their meltdowns after about 7 days. So just a heads up if you ever come to Sedona. Apparently there are tons of Airbnbs here now, so that's an option. Unfortunately for a lot of the residents, they've been leaving in droves because they can't find a reasonable place to live, reasonable rent, and it is what it is. We're changing with the times, and people complain about it, but I've come to realize that if Sedona wants you here, you will be here, as is witnessed within the last 48 hours, not even with me being back in town. And the universe really closed doors a couple times. Several weeks ago, a lot of people that I knew were going through major crisis that I could have stayed with, and actually someone invited me to come live with her up in Flagstaff. I call it Flagstaff, but now she's going through major crisis, and the universe clearly wanted me, 1, reconciled with my soul family, and 2, wanted me in Sedona. I'm literally right now living across the street from where I left 10 months ago. So I guess the reason I always share my stories with you is that I hope that it helps other starseeds, other light workers on their path to know what the energies are like out there, and to know what we're all going through. The shift is so prevalent. Everything has changed. Everything feels different. If you just stop and take a moment, you'll notice that the energy on this planet has definitely changed in a huge way, and we all go through these periods of upgrades and downloads and major energy shifts. So I think that's all I wanted to say for today. There's so much going on, and I could talk for hours, but yeah, they just were telling me, my guides were telling me to make a video when I got to Sedona. I've obviously not made videos in the last couple of days because I've been in process of figuring out getting up here and then dealing with just kind of coming out still in shock from all of the change and the shift. And so yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope you all are doing well, and sending you a lot of love, and I will keep bringing you updates on what's going on here in Sedona and with the shift, and maybe I'll even get to make a video, we'll see, with some of the family members here in Sedona. So I love you all, and sending lots of blessings.